Yo, 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 what's poppin'? You rockin' with your boy, the sinister minister, the thinking deacon, the rabbi Raymond Noodle, the chaplain of fried chicken slash rice, that's Fat Cat, and I'm down here with my dog, Roof. Y'all know who it is, it's T. Satellite, Beals, what's cracking?
What's happening with you?
Nothing much. Like, we want to thank everybody for tuning in, and once again, like we said today, we do apologize for the late start, but we having problems with Blog Talk Radio, so we won't have lines today, but you can feel free to comment on any of these topics that we have going on here. But we are still the hottest podcast show in the
world,
and we rocking here at the VIP lounge for you. And if you're watching right now, you have been granted access. Boom. So like we do every show, we want to wish all of those that are celebrating birthdays happy birthday. You know, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. And just like we got life, we got
death.
And we at the Fat Cat Show want to send our heartfelt condolences out to all of those who are experiencing loss and grief at this time, because there's a lot of death going on. But Jesus said, "Let not your heart be troubled. Believe in God. Believe also in me. In my Father's house are there many mansions. If this were not so, I would have told you." And the greatest part was, he said he's going to prepare a place for you, that where he is, you may be also. And so we hold to that faith, and we believe in that, and we just continue to send our heartfelt condolences out to all of those who are grieving at this point. I want to go into something that was what up, Will? What up, Will? I want to go into something that was kind of shocking to see. This is a shocking video on the shooting in Rockford that killed a 28-year-old man, and right in front of his wife. And I seen a couple of suspicious things within here, and I want you to. I'm not going to say nothing, but I want you to watch it. And once again, unfortunately, Blog Talk is down, so we don't have lines today. So but feel free to comment in the box, especially if you see some of the things that you see in this video that I kind of found kind of suspicious. This was like very, very suspicious to me. But we're gonna watch this video, and you give me your take on it, and we'll discuss it.
Family members identify one of the men killed last night as Louis Lee. Home security cameras were recording during the attack on Jonathan Avenue. Lee's wife tells Rachel Perry the woman was there when her husband was killed. Rachel.
Eric, I do want to warn the viewers, this video coming up may be disturbing to some. His wife tells me the men walked right in the front door and immediately started shooting. At one point she thought they left, but instead they fired even more shots. Dozens of gunshots ring out at a Rockford home.
He was a family person. He wasn't really for this type of stuff, you know.
Tyshima McIntosh Lee tells me she was at the house on Jonathan Tuesday evening when her husband Louis Lee was killed.
Yeah, it did happen real fast. It was weird. They just opened up my door and just got the shooting. At first they left back out, because I thought they left. And then they came back in and started shooting again.
Home security footage shows 3 men walk up to the door and begin shooting. You can hear one telling someone to stay down.
Stay down. Stay down. Stay down.
And then yelling to get out.
Y'all already shot him the first time we out came in and shot at him the first time. So why would you come back in? Like, that's stupid.
Tyshima has nothing to say to the people responsible for her husband's death.
I don't know if you got to watch it in its entirety, but I seen a couple of things that looked very suspicious in that video, and I just want to point this out right quick. Did you see the wife's expression talking about it? Your husband just got killed. You had a home invasion. She not shook, by that. If 3 men came into the house with guns, I would be shook, especially if I wasn't killed. Thank you, Will. It's like a setup. Like her expression, she talking about it like she talking like a stroll in the park. Second, the dog that was running around outside did not attack the men. So the dog knew.
What kind of dog was there?
It was a pit.
Was that a pit bull?
That looked like a pit. Yeah.
It looked like a poodle to me.
It looked like a little.
Like Sparky.
I'm just saying that looked very, very, man. I'm telling you, something is not right. Like Will said, it's a setup. No emotion, no nothing. If my spouse got killed in front of me, I would be distraught. If some men came,
look, even if she did set it up, right? She would still be shocked if she even set it up, unless she's in the business of getting people killed all the time. Come on now, she might be in shock.
I mean, I know people handle things differently, but I'm just saying there's a smile on her face. Like
she might be in shock.
Well, that's
Have somebody ever found out somebody got killed? You heard it, but you didn't want to believe it. You was like, for real? I just talked to him.
That just recently happened to me. Wait a minute, she got that bag for his death. He said she got that bag for it. That's what Will said. And I think
you think they really life insurance.
It probably did. Look at you, man. What did you try to say? What did you try to say? But look, my thing is that like
that looked like a trailer home.
I'm gonna tell you this. This recently happened. Like one of my boys, Rico, his brother. We all used to do music together, and his brother just got hit and killed by a car. Somebody hit him on Grand River and left him in the street dead. And they had his body in the morgue for what? It was about a week, 2 weeks or so, unidentified. The family didn't even know. They didn't even contact the family. And he contacted me 3 months later and told me that he had died. That the guy Dion had died. And that hit me so hard, man. It hit me so hard, dude. I just couldn't help but shed
Did you cry?
Yeah, shed a tear for him, man. Because, like I said, that was.
But everybody handles death and trauma differently, so you can't say what she should have did, especially at that time. It just happened. They interviewed her.
And then let me tell you this. Even with the dog situation, it kind of looked like a pit to me.
Nah, that wasn't a pit. Because you know why I know it wasn't a pit? Because they would have been scared. Who the hell runs up into a house and see a pit behind them? Nobody.
But what if they knew the person?
Don't matter. Pits protect the house.
But they knew the person. So, but then the dog didn't even. Will said she paid for that hit. Something that just did not add up. The dog didn't even bark. You know, even scary dogs bark.
Boy, you sounding like one of them old country men. The dog didn't even bark. There's something suspicious going on.
For real, the dog didn't bark. Now you know. The
dog did bark.
He didn't bark. He just ran.
Heard him barking.
You didn't.
I did.
That was that mental issue. I'm telling you, man. He didn't look at you. You want to go ahead, but
I ain't saying nothing. I'm just listening to a crazy man.
Will, did you hear a dog bark? I'm just saying. Maybe I saw it wrong, but I didn't hear a dog bark at all. I heard the gun bust. I heard guns busting, but I didn't hear. But it looks suspicious to me. Do you know anybody that ever got set up?
Yeah, I know a cat. I don't even want to tell a story. But I knew a cat that got set up.
Yeah. See,
and you know what happened?
What?
He died.
Man, what the hell? That was stupid as hell. But women are notorious for that. But you see people who will say, yeah, he knows something. But we look at it because, like, I don't know. I seen many women that lost their husbands. Especially when you got kids with them, and you got kids, but all of that stuff. And I agree with you that people grieve differently. But I ain't never seen nobody. Nobody smile.
What's the difference between what she did and your wife going raw and giving you AIDS? What's the difference? Huh? That's killing you, right?
Wow.
You don't care. You going raw? You don't care about my health?
See, one can be unintentional.
It's not intentional. You out there going raw. You don't know what
I'm just saying,
yet.
one could be unintentional. One could be not. Look, I don't prefer neither. But I would show hope that I don't have a wife that would be sitting up there trying to set me up to get killed, where individuals come to my home and.
Okay, tell me what you would rather have: some guys rushing to your house, shoot you, or dying slowly from AIDS.
I said I don't prefer neither. I don't prefer neither. I don't want to get killed. I want to forfeit my life for nothing. But at the same time, I don't want nobody coming to my home, and of course, I don't want no slow AIDS death either. Like this.
I'm talking about at least when they run into the house, he had a chance to jump out the window and try to get away or something.
Man, he didn't even know that was coming. You see, them guys came to that door and came in there blazing, and they came in there, and it was like, and she said, and she tried to play it off. He didn't have no enemies that I know of. He didn't have none. So this man basically minding his own business, and people came in there blazing. So they came in there to kill.
She might have been cheating. And then the dude, she was cheating with car feelings like, oh, he gets to go. That happens.
So her conscience should cheer her, right? She shouldn't be on here smiling. Right?
I don't think she had anything to do with it.
Okay. Okay. Well, I don't know, man. I just hope it that wasn't the case. But anyway,
you're a mama's boy. You don't know about that street life.
Okay, David Ruffin. Okay, I want to get into some next news. Your boy, Wayne Brady, man. You heard what's going on with Wayne Brady?
Oh, what's going on with Wayne Brady?
He's co-parenting a child by his ex-wife that I guess the ex-wife just had a baby by her boyfriend, and he's co-parenting with the ex-wife with the boyfriend. He said during the start of the pandemic that he actually, all of them were staying together. He said he'd rather be, I guess him and his ex-wife are best friends. They are best friends, and so they chose to stay together. I don't know how. Will said scent move. Scent move. They all live together. I just can't. I don't see how that. I don't care how cool I am with my baby mama. I will not be staying with her, or put in a situation, especially for the man, of that situation, to have, to accept them terms, because we are territorial. We don't play that, especially somebody that your significant other done had relationships with. You muted.
Okay. Yeah, I must have hit it by mistake. So, because I was in this situation before. Baby mama had got put out her place. And she said, my daughter was just born. And she said, well, I need to just stay with you for a week or two. And I had a girlfriend. And I said, no, you can't stay here. And she said, what, you gonna let me and your baby be out on the streets? And I had to sit back and think. And I said, you can stay for a couple of days, but you can't stay for no 2 weeks. And my girlfriend at that time, she was so mad at me. Like, you just gonna let this be moving? So my question for you is, if you was in the same situation, would you let your baby mama move in?
Hell
if
no.
it was just for a week? Like, your wife know about it.
Because I already know how my wife feels about certain things.
But your wife she might be a little compassionate. Like, I don't want her and the baby staying on the streets. You see what I'm saying?
You don't know. You just really don't know my wife. Like, and I'm not trying to put it out here to be, because I know me. Say me and my wife together, and just say she had kids before me, and just say the father had the kids, and kids or something, and she like, but my kids got put out. Could they all stay here with us? And I'm thinking to myself, like, hell no. The kids can.
Let me ask you this. After you and your baby mama broke up, did she have any more kids?
No.
Okay, can't ask you that.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
You the one that had some more kids.
I know. You know what? It's been a joy since. Even though I didn't even plan on having them, but it's just that's what it is. The nature of the beast.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. I'm about that life. But like I said, would you have did it? Like, just say if you were the ex.
No.
If you
gotta finish that question.
You the ex-wife, baby daddy.
Look, I don't like to be around no dudes. Period.
Will said my kids can stay, not her. Hey, you out cold, Goldie. You out cold. But that's the way it is though sometimes, you know. So anyway, I want to get into our commercial, and then we're gonna go into our main topic for today. Need jewelry and don't want to spend an arm and a leg to get it? Jayla's Jazzy Jewelry. Want to look cute while cooking neck bone soup? Jayla's Jazzy Jewelry. Come to Jayla's Jazzy Jewelry, where you can get a variety of beautiful necklaces, rings, and bracelets. Let the queen of bling customize you, cause you ain't been bling until you seen the queen. Tired of looking plain Jane? See the queen. Trying to change the game? See the queen. And the beautiful thing, you could look $1 million for $5. That's right, $5. Jayla's Jazzy Jewelry, where the queen don't stop until your jewelry pops. Skip the rest, try the best. Jayla's Jazzy Jewelry. Buy online or in person. Deliveries available. Ain't nothing but a queen thing, baby. At Jayla's Jazzy Jewelry. Try our website. We back. And our main topic for today: can you truly take honesty from your mate? Can you truly take honesty from your mate? Like, can you be openly honest with your mate about any and everything? They mention the word often in relationships called compromise. And sometimes you have to assess the situation. Like, do I really want to have a contentious woman in my household by being truthful about certain things? Like, do I really want to go through that drama tonight? You know, I want to rest, peacefully today. You know, I done had a long day. And even though it could be a situation, not necessarily talking about cheating. Just say, for instance, you had a bunch of problems compiling already with y'all. Y'all been in arguments all the time, and just say something might happen, like, let's say, you got fired from your job. You got fired from your job over some stealing boxes or something. Some crazy stuff, and you got to come back and tell her. Would you come back and tell your significant other, your mate, that you got fired, or will you just go out and get another job? And hopefully just...
I got fired. I don't mind telling me. But I know it's some things you can't be honest about.
Yeah.
Like, how do I look in this outfit? Maybe she ain't built for that outfit.
Oh.
She trying to put on something she saw Beyonce wear, but she ain't got a Beyonce body. What do you tell her? Nah, you ain't built like Beyonce. Take that off. What you gonna say?
Oh man, yeah, I feel that. Definitely feel that.
Or what if she get out the shower trying to dance sexy, but it looks real nasty to you? Like, ugh. Do you tell her?
Man, what's up? Are you crazy? I'm trying to have like I said, it's about having peace in your household.
Okay, I got an easy one for you.
Okay.
What if she buys you a Christmas gift that was just ugly, that you don't like? Do you say, take that back? Or do you say, oh, thank you?
You know what? Let me go over a couple of scenarios. Let me answer your scenario questions. I'm gonna tell you this. Like, there has been outfits of my wife's that I told her that I didn't like. There has.
Okay.
Did
you tell her why you ain't like them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. She got a pair of jeans that I said look like mom jeans. I said, I don't like them jeans on you. They.
But what if she tells you, you need to take that shirt off because your stomach's showing a little bit too much?
And I respect that.
Oh, okay.
I respect that.
Or you got a shower and she just said, ugh.
We open and honest. We open and honest with each other.
Can you get out of the shower and she said, ugh.
Man,
just give a disgusted look.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you this. It's about how you do it. Me and my wife, we talk about each other up and down. It don't even matter. My wife be like, you old potato chip bag stomach having something. We'll go off on each other. You melted ice cream, but you know we'd do that. We silly like that. We'd do that, and we can accept that from each other.
Well, if your wife asks you to wear some zebra thongs, would you wear them?
Hell no! You crazy? My wife know that I don't play that. You know I don't play no stuff like that. So it's just, but like the things that sometimes that I couldn't be able to be honest about with my wife if we out somewhere and somebody and a chick hit on me, another chick hit on me.
You wouldn't tell her?
I couldn't do it because I know my wife.
Let's keep it. Why would you do something like that? You tell her stuff like that.
Like you don't understand.
If you was in the next room and a guy came onto your wife and she waited till y'all leave and say, "Baby, I ain't want to tell you, but that dude was all he was talking about. You don't need to be with that little nigga." How would you feel?
See, if I know she handled it, then I can.
But she ain't tell you. She ain't tell you. That's the same guy was smiling and talking to you. So if your wife handled it, you wouldn't say anything.
You know, if I see, now let's just say this.
What if he kept just licking his lips like LL Cool J?
Look. Now let's just say this. If I came up, I could take a scenario and I say, if we was out to dinner and just say I was sitting at the table, I'll be like, "Hey, babe, I got to go to the restroom," and I go to the restroom and I come back and I see a guy standing over the table talking to my wife, and I come back to the table and I say, "Oh, you know, what old boy wants?" She like, "Oh, he, you know, my wife might have been like, you know, he was trying to hit on me, and I told him, hey, I'm married, blah blah blah." And then I'll be like, "Oh, okay." You know, I can accept that. You know, I can.
What if she say he got real disrespectful?
If he got real disrespectful,
like that little dude ain't your husband.
If he got disrespectful, see, you like to push you like to push the Rams, dog. Ain't nobody thinking about all that you talking about right now. But I take it now. If he got disrespectful, then it's gonna be. Then we got some situations. We got some things that we need to talk about. You know, because
what if he was being like Terry Crews? What would you do?
I got a gun that'll put a big Terry Crews.
I'm gonna say you didn't have your gun on you.
I carry my gun everywhere.
You do anything not to fight.
You're right. You're right. I carry my gun everywhere. You know, I know you ain't gonna be out there trying to wrestle with no young Terry Crews looking dude.
He ain't young though. Terry Crews ain't young.
I'm just saying, if a guy was young, Terry Crews like built like.
I'm not married, so you can't even throw me in there.
But if you were, you would, you know, you would go, shoot. If you was up, period, the dude come up and touch you, boom, hey boy, you know, what you gonna do? I'm just saying though. So, what are some of the other things that you wouldn't tell your mate? You know, you can't be honest about. You know,
her teeth was yellow.
Shut up, man. Let me ask you this, because this happened.
No, you know what? I couldn't tell her.
What?
I had a problem with this. That she had stinky cakes. How do you tell your significant other, like, that just don't smell right?
Huh? I don't know. I never dealt with that. I never dealt with that. I just to be honest, like, you know. I was thinking of another scenario too. You selling stinky cakes?
You never dealt with stinky cakes before? You never had to tell a woman that she is stinky?
Well, it's difference between somebody that you with and somebody you just dealing with.
So you was never with someone that had stinky cakes?
No, I was never in a relationship with somebody with stinky cakes. You know, that's a problem. They're like, dang, you know, like, wow. So, you know, I'm just, wow, that's deep. I could just imagine having to be in that situation. You're like, dang, babe, like, whoa, you need to go do something about that. That's how I probably.
No, you just gotta say, let's take a bath together.
But I think you should be able to. But I think you should be able to be honest about that.
What if your wife was real musty? Would you tell her?
Man, we always we go through that. You know, sometimes my wife would tell me sometimes because it been
You've been around your wife musty.
It been plenty times. Let's say I might got out of the shower and forgot to put on deodorant, and then she'd be like, "Dang, babe, you." Then I'd be like, "Oh shoot, I forgot to put on deodorant." And you know that's
was you out the house already?
And that was the worst musty smell. I went to church like that one time, and I was like,
smelled you.
Shut up, you did. You ain't smell me like. And she did it before, and I was like, "Ooh, babe."
Yeah, everybody, you know. That's why people wouldn't greet you. They was like,
they tell you sat at the back of the church. Smell like Cody dogs.
Not the Cody dog.
Like Cody dogs. I'm trying to think any other scenarios that I had that pertain to that. Like, well, because I think.
What about if you was trying to hold on to your hair? Would your wife tell you, baby, you got a little bald spot?
Man, my wife always on me about that. She be like, what she called? She said, you got a little granddaddy going on in the back of your head. I think you gotta be see, but it's different. See, it's a double standard when it comes to women. Like you can't be honest about things. Like, but I think you should. Like, I wouldn't let my wife go if she got a hairdo she think bang and then it got a little spot in the back. I'd be like, babe, you got to handle that. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people say this, you know, because you know there's a stigma with that certain things that you can't do with women. Women don't, you know, the age thing, you know, with women. They say, hey, you can't. It's not proper to ask a woman her age or her dress size and stuff like that. But I think if you're in a relationship with somebody, you should be able to be like, babe, what size dress? You might be trying to buy her a dress, you know.
Let me ask you this. I need an honest answer from you too, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, you and your wife together, right? Mm-hmm. And the woman walked by with a banging body. Can you turn around and look at it?
Hell no, are you crazy? Man, I don't even know why you asking me that. and
would you try to get a sneak look? Or
no,
what?
Nope. I'm not. I don't even want that drama. I don't even want it. Let me tell you. And she bet not do the same if a dude that she think is that doing that. Because just think about it.
What if he got some great jogging pants on though?
I don't know about no great jogging pants theory. That's some stuff that you know. I don't know what's the significance of that. That's too over the top for me, man. I don't know.
Oh man!
Just don't ask me that no more. But I think
back of your head, it's your
yeah. I was rubbing that spot. that island, that island is dry. Yeah, but
you know, one day you just gonna have it's gonna just be clean, a clean spot. What you gonna do?
Hey, just keep cutting it. Just keep cutting it. I mean, we all go.
But what if you run a Laper church, right? You just got the sass just showing. You just got the sass grew in. Well, and you ain't had time to shave your head. You just got the sass popping off like that.
They gonna have to wait till I finish shaving my head because I'm not stepping outside like that. If I see that automatically, it's been plenty of times where I done shaved my head right before I went to church. You know. Okay. So I'm not. No, because you're not about to be having me on camera talking about me. Remember when you had that little spot? No. Looking like Deacon Fry? Hell no. They ain't about to pop off with me. So, I think you should be able to, I think, of course, honesty is always the best policy, but I think there's certain things that we are afraid to talk about with our significant others that we need to talk about. That we need to be open and honest about. I think. Can
your wife tell you that or can you tell her that, look, baby, I'm not really attracted to you no more? Because they put on a couple of pounds or something. Like after she had the baby, could you tell her, like, you need to lose that?
Man, that's relationship suicide.
But we talking about being honest, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about. But there's certain things that, see, I think at that
time. Well, they got the chewy stomach. She got the chewy stomach.
Let's say this.
She's trying to wear a cut off top. Like, you got the chewy stomach, baby.
Well, I say this. I say this because I applaud women for bringing children into the earth, and that is a difficult time for them because, like I said.
But what that got to do with you being
wait a minute. Let me finish. I applaud women for doing that, and that's a difficult time for them. Of course, I watched 3 times of that happening in my life for my 3 kids, and I watched, them being born, and I watched what the mother went through to bring them in. And I know my wife was very, very, at that time, she had a problem pregnancy, and my wife was always, she was going through an emotional thing, with her body and not really understanding what is happening with her body and all that stuff. And so it'd be real bold for me to be like, selfish and thinking that she secured our future bringing our kids into the world. So
that's a very good answer, man.
I'm saying, why would I go back and be like, hey, babe, hey, I ain't thinking about you. I'm thinking about me. You put too many pounds on. Your stomach and this and that. And you don't know what you might drive her to. She might be going through postpartum. All of that. You just don't know. That'd be bold. Real bold.
But what if it's been like 5 years and she still got the baby fat?
Hey, then babe, let's work it out together. Let's do something.
I don't need to work out. Oprah said you supposed to love me for me.
And I do love you, and I want you to be here for the long run with me.
Look.
Hey, your audio. Okay, there you go. You didn't. Whatever you said didn't come across because you froze.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I'm glad it did at the bit because you was trying to be funny, but hey, it's certain things that you could be sensitive about, and there's certain things that you need to talk. I think one of the things that I think we're scared to talk about, that we need to talk about, is sexual pleasure. Things that we want to our significant others to improve on in the bedroom. And even if it can't...
What if you asked to do a Wesley Pipes do? What would you do? I'm
not Wesley Pipes.
I know.
But I'm not Wesley Pipes. But I'm just, I can only do me, How about, and then for you, it's so funny that you know what Wesley Pipes do, but I just I don't know.
That was so funny. He said, "But I'm not Wesley Pipes."
Hey, shoot. I'm just
not
saying.
Mr. Marcus. I'm Little Marcus.
It's just so funny. It's just so funny that you even call another man big. Hey,
I ain't saying nothing about no big.
Hey, you called another man. I'm little Marcus, so you got.
I said you said you Little Marcus.
I'm just saying you called me Little Marcus, so you must be referring to that.
No, you said you Little Marcus.
You brought it up, so evidently you say that person is big. So hey, you in the jogging pants and the I'm telling you, something ain't right, man. But I think we should be honest about those type of things. We gotta be, because sometimes, hey, you've been.
Let me see. Can your girl tell you, like, I had somebody bigger than you. My ex-boyfriend was bigger than you.
Hell
she
no.
say that?
The fuck I want to hear that for? Excuse my language. But what the hell I want to hear that for? But that don't have nothing to do with me and you. That don't have nothing to do with me and you. Now you could. Now I respect if my wife be like, babe, I need a little bit more such and such and such. Now I can respect that.
Do anything to please me.
Huh?
Well, she say, Larry, did you used to do anything to please me?
I told you I don't want to hear about your last sexual escapades. That don't have nothing to do with me. What the hell? Well, go because I
don't you to push. You was all out in the open, out in the front, like we could talk about anything. But she can't tell you somebody was bigger than you.
Hell no. Why? First of all, what you have to tell me can only pertain to the betterment of our relationship. I don't want to hear nothing about your past. I don't bring nothing in the past to my wife. That's like me saying, well, when I was with Steady.
Don't do it.
I had it all. Who want to hear that? Who want to hear that? Nobody. I know you don't want to hear it.
I don't know. Have you ever asked, like, am I the biggest you ever had? Have you ever asked?
I don't concern myself with that, because I got my own little issues. but I'm just saying, man. It just certain things, man. That.
But you never been in that conversation with a woman before.
Well, about somebody else?
Yeah, like you was bigger than him. A woman never volunteered and told you that before.
Yeah, somebody that I was just messing with. I don't want to hear that from. I don't want to hear. I don't want to be thinking about you, somebody else tearing you up. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to think about. I don't want to think about that mess like that. Like, ooh, he used to tear her up. And see, and that's the only time when dudes bring that up. Like, would bring that up. Am I the biggest you ever had? Because in the back of your mind, you know somebody been power driving her or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
But what if he was able to do it longer than you was? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I better drink more vitamin C. Get some ginseng.
Oh, that's too funny.
Yeah, man. Hey, but you just, hey, I mean, but these are conversations that need to be had without me hearing about what your ex done did. I don't want to hear all that. I don't care what your ex did to you. I don't want to.
So you wouldn't let her get the whole story out of her mouth.
Hell no.
Before you say, look, I don't want to hear that.
I chin check her before she goes. You better go on somewhere else with that. What up, Q? Yeah, but can another man? That's the question. I'm sorry, my blog talk not working today. Can another man, can your woman tell you about, her other significant other, what they used to do, and all that? That's the question. Can they come up and actually tell you that, man?
A woman told me that before, and I got so mad, man.
Was that your woman?
That was my woman.
Oh hell no, man! I can't. No.
I was hurt. I had a lump in my throat.
I know. Especially they be like, you don't give me enough. You gotta such and such. If such and such used to do it longer than you.
Such and such is way bigger than you.
You know what I'm saying? He better. I had more pleasure when I was with You like, dang, for real.
You longer than him, but he was thicker than you.
I'll be like, well, you need to go back to Damon then. You need to go back to Damon and get with him.
And she said, I do on the weekends.
Hey. Well, that's what. Well, guess what? You got some extra days now. You got extra days now, so you pack your bags, get up out of here. Nah, you ain't gotta wait till the weekend.
And he called you on the phone and said, "Yeah, man.
Thanks.
Your wife said her black bag is in the closet." Damn, what you got the phone?
If you got the nerve to call me. You got enough nerve to call me on my phone. Your wife said, you don't tell me what it said. Come get it. I want you to come get it.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Don't play it with me. Don't play with my emotions. I'm crazy. I don't know karate, but I know crazy. So, but I'm just saying, man. So what else would you rather be honest with, that you could be honest with your, you can't take being honest?
I can't take nothing. Lie to me about everything.
So do you
take nothing?
So do you think that you can impose the same thing on your mate that you can't take?
No, I don't ask nothing because I don't want to know.
If you play it, keep it on the low.
On the low.
Okay.
For real, I really don't. Hey, man, I stay in my place.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay. Let me ask you this, and this is on the strictly macho tip, right? Because we like to always feel like we in control. We always have this machoism about us. So let's just say you suspect. Have you ever asked your mate, a significant other, are you cheating on me? Now we definitely don't ask it out open unless we an emotional type cat, and we see that play as being weak. But have you ever asked that, like, just came out like, hey, I feel like,
I have.
Yeah, a lot of men won't admit that. They'd be like, oh man, that wasn't,
Yeah, but of course, she won't tell you the truth.
Yeah.
So that's like, that's the waste of time for you to even ask that.
But you know what? Some women, if they ready to leave you, they'll be open and honest about it.
No, it depends on what kind of guy you are. Because if you the kind of guy that ain't gonna punch her in the face, she ain't gonna care. But if she know you out of your mind, you kind of crazy, She ain't gonna do that.
And all the women, all your women's knew you was crazy, huh? Don't say I didn't warn you.
They ain't think I was too crazy because they all messed around. So
Wow.
where's the fear?
Right. They're like, we don't have no reason to fear this dude. This dude ain't gonna do. He ain't gonna touch me.
And I ain't gonna wear rubber.
But no, you said the one told you. At least I wore a rubber.
Yeah, she did tell me that. Boy, you got a good memory, don't you?
When I want to. I have to tell you.
Well,
You asked me that the next minute, I ain't gonna remember. Remember you said that.
but you remember that, don't you? That shit probably was 2 years ago.
Man, you done mentioned that story so often. That's why I remembered it. So
Yeah, I'd had me some real trifling women.
But hey, that I mean, it worked like that. But can you? What else can your significant other be honest with you about that would otherwise hurt? What can they be honest with you about?
Your hairline.
Man, that man, we don't give a damn about that. We don't give a
I
damn.
know, but when you think you got a fresh cut, they're like, baby, you need to go ahead and shave your head. You're like, damn. I thought I was doing good.
What about? No, see, we can't relate to this type of stuff no more because we done got older. But just say if you was a singer or an entertainer and your wife really wasn't, your significant other really wasn't digging your music, they'd be like, man, they tell you in your face, oh baby, that's straight, but then you hear on the phone like, I don't know why he trying to do all that. He whack his I don't know what.
Look, I remember my daughter and her mother, they was laughing at my song, Look at them wheels. And I said, what's so funny? Take my music serious.
Stop it.
I did. That was a good.
Okay. That was an SNL skit. Man.
Come on now. Tell me you ain't like this song.
No. No. Maybe we can play it on the show one day. Huh?
Don't do that now.
Right.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I don't think there's too many. I mean, what else can they be honest with you that's otherwise you can't take it?
If your wife asked you to cut your mustache off, would you do it?
Keep thinking about a nigga's face, dog. I don't know.
What are you talking about? I said, if your wife asked you to cut your mustache.
But you keep mentioning my mustache. Hey, I'm just...
Because I know you look just like. I'm like, man, it's gonna work.
See, look at you. You fought. See. You must what? Man, I'm telling you, dog. I question you, dog. I'm for real. I don't know, man.
Well, back to the topic. What could your wife? What can you say to your wife that both of y'all will be comfortable with? As far as something that you like or don't like.
I always I'm always the best thing for relationships is always to be transparent. And I'm always asking her, do she see anything that, because she asked me the same thing, like, my likes and my dislikes, and I'm grateful that I could be transparent with my wife like that. And see, we got to get past that machoism. We got to get past this thing, because that causes us to lose a lot of relationships, because this machismo, it causes us to lose a lot of it, because we think, hey, can't nobody tell me that I need to do this because I'm too macho to accept correction, so I think one of the things with me and my wife is just being transparent on what displeases us and what, and what makes us happy. Because you don't stretch 15 years and stuff and 20-something years together without having these type of conversations. You know what I'm saying? You don't have longevity without having these conversations, because most of the times, what might have worked yesterday might not work tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? What worked yesterday might not work tomorrow. So, and that's in a not literal sense, but just say, hey, because I was younger 10 years ago, don't mean I can still do the same thing 10 years later. 10 years later, it have the same effect. So I gotta kind of evolve in the relationship. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the same person I was 10 years ago. So we have to have these type of conversations. Like, babe, I know you used to do that back in the day, but hey, you got to change that up.
So if you told your wife you didn't like to be spooned on anymore, would it be a problem?
You just like to think about men being spooned and just spooning men. Had your wife, had your kids. You just that type of dude. Telling you, dog. Terrible, dude. You terrible.
But on the real,
no, ain't no real nothing. Talking about a man being spooned and stuff, man. What's wrong with you, dude? You got anything else before we close out, man?
That'll be it for me, buddy.
Okay, but once again, we want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight to the Fat Cat Show. I got a lot of editing to do. We want to thank everybody for tuning in. Thank you, Will. Thank you, Q Lewis from E Block Radio. Just everybody that chose to tune in and just keep showing your support. Make sure you like and share this post, and just keep on doing. You can be honest about certain things, but use discretion on what you want to be open and honest about. And I think
and watch those facial expressions.
And I think too, if you have to have the serious Q&As with your mate, be careful, select your words carefully, and just have empathy when you do it. If it has to be something that's a real intimate conversation, it could be, about the love making or whatever. Just be a little bit sensitive about it.
If he's bigger than me,
I don't worry about another man's Johnson. But anyway, we up out of here, y'all. Peace.